to
Check,
our
check, check. There we go.
Aloha! Welcome to our Friday live. How's everybody
How is everyone doing?
Oh, I need chats. Where are the chats?
Let's see if we can pull up the chats.
How's everybody doing? Where's everybody tuning in from? Let us know.
Yes. Let us know
How's
where you're from.
everybody's Friday going? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Let's pull up some chats.
Waiting for you to
Pull up
tune
the
in.
chats there as well. Okay, aloha, we can hear you. James, hey, how are you, James? Aloha. Aloha, Diana. British Columbia. James is from British Columbia. Awesome. Aloha, Diana, how are you? Okay, we're getting settled in here, pulling everything up. That way we can see everyone. Aloha, Sarah, how are you? 5 months, the countdown begins. Nice.
Is this our live right now? I don't think so.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Aloha, Denise from UK.
Glad for the weekly dose of Hawaii. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Aloha from Southern California, Caroline. Aloha, welcome, welcome.
Maybe you can start playing the video.
Yes, I'll start playing the video while we're here.
So this morning, Larry,
aloha.
Go Hawaii. So guys, Islander Chris just changed his YouTube name from Islander Chris to Go Hawaii. So when you see Go Hawaii in the chat, that's Islander Chris for you right there, chatting with us.
Addie, aloha, Netherlands.
Aloha, Sabrina.
Yes.
Georgetown. 63 more days. I'm
Wow.
coming.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes, everyone is counting down. The countdown begins.
I'll pull out
Vancouver. Chee! Mike's in the building. Fwah, 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 fwah. Aloha, Mike. How are you? Mariana, how are you? Aloha. Aloha, Ryan. Jeez, everyone's coming in. California Love. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Big shout out to California Love in the building. Aloha. Oh my goodness. Rest in peace, Islander Chris. Oh, Dallas is in the North Shore right now. How's the weather over there? Is it really nice over here in Waikiki? Beautiful, sunny. But we all know that could vary from one side of the island to the next.
Chris, I actually cannot find your channel now.
Morning, Fiona. How are you? Aloha. So as you can see in the video we are watching here, I was walking through the Prince Hotel. Yes, this morning. Walking through the Prince Hotel.
Found Islander
You
Chris
found it?
now. Yeah, he still has Army Shooter link. So I'm going to drop it in the chat. Islander Chris is now Go Hawaii, so check his channel out.
Boom.
He is our YouTube ahana and he's our friend. So what you're watching right now is the footage from this morning, just from a few hours ago. And this is, what hotel is it?
This is the Prince Hotel. Yes.
So
beautiful.
You've been asking us to go inside hotels and show you what the lobbies look like, what the hotels look like. So since we changed the format of our Friday live and now we are able to go inside and not lose connection and still show you what the hotels and what situation in Hawaii looks like.
Susanna says she's going to be staying at the Prince Hotel. Very beautiful hotel.
Awesome.
Yes, very
and
beautiful.
Nice view too. TK, hi, aloha.
Michelle from Indiana, aloha, 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 guys. Says, take me to Hawaii. So it was a beautiful day this morning. A lot of you guys were asking about the Waikiki Beach. This video I started at the Prince Hotel, and we walked through a couple of the different hotels. Also, a lot of you were asking about the Outrigger. The Outrigger is open. I walked through the Outrigger. You'll be surprised at what that...
Reef.
The Outrigger Reef, correct. You'll be surprised what that looks like. What we're looking at right now is the infinity pool upstairs on the second floor of the Prince Hotel. So yes, you'll be surprised what the Outrigger looks like.
Danielle says, Devon, I'm coming to Hawaii in September. Is September a good month to come? Devon, I think you should answer that.
I think you should answer that. You know you'd be the one to answer that.
The question is addressed to you, so please.
Yeah, I think
September.
September would be a good month to come.
Dodger Girl, aloha from California. We're so excited to arrive May 25th. Awesome.
You see all the tour buses too coming for the hotel and stuff.
Aloha.
So here we are again walking by the Prince Hotel, heading over to what is the name of the hotel again? On the side, right around this corner here.
Modern.
The Modern Hotel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Now we're up to speed.
Chris says Hawaii is always a good place to go all year round.
That's for sure. Aloha, Barry. How are you? Welcome, buddy. Alex will be there on the 24th. Awesome.
Can't wait. Awesome.
Gee.
Brian says 92 days. Aulani trip. Awesome.
Nice.
Visiting from New Jersey. Thanks for informative video. Thank you, Brian, for watching and supporting our channel.
I think the longest countdown I've seen to coming to Hawaii is about 2 years.
Yeah.
Someone was like, "Oh, we're 2 years out," and I'm like, "Countdown begins." Everyone's
Aloha
excited.
from South Texas, coming on the 26th of May. A lot of people coming in May or end
yes,
of May.
absolutely.
Aloha, Sam.
Of course, as usual, if you guys have any questions, definitely drop it in the comment. We'd love to answer them.
I don't know how to pronounce.
Lainey? Uh-huh.
Is it Lainey? Hi guys, so appreciate your videos. We'll be there next Saturday from Phoenix, staying at the Sheraton. Waikiki. Awesome.
Make sure you stick around because I walked through the Sheraton as well, just for a little bit.
I love Sheraton. My favorite place is where they have cheers and
which
next
is
to
exactly
the
where I
pond,
walked.
koi fish and ducks. That's my spot. 2 years out must be Canadian. Mike, maybe.
Let me turn up the volume a tinge bit here.
You guys can hear us well?
Yeah, can you guys hear us clearly?
JBO, you guys can answer Sarah's question. I think we missed. What was Sarah's question?
Scroll back in the comments and check.
Oh, okay. So, thank you, Chris. I have questions for you, or maybe Chris.
Okay.
Chris, you should answer that. But do you guys have a dinner cruise you recommend? One that runs on a Saturday night? Well, the dinner cruise that I know is Star of Honolulu, and I think they do very limited right now sailings, and I think Saturday is one of them.
Right.
And there is a new company. It's called Semi-Sub, and they also started. It's a smaller. Caroline, thank you so much for the super chat.
Mahalo
we really
for the super
appreciate
chat.
it.
Ching, 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 ching.
Have you ever thought about selling merch? I would buy a t-shirt. Thank you, Caroline.
Maybe we might just do that. Thank you for that tip.
Thank you so much. The Semi-Sub, I will actually drop a link in the chat in a little bit. It's a smaller, I don't know, boat?
Yeah, small boat.
Boat, and they also, they're starting, I think, end of May. And they're going to do dinner cruises as well. Dinner cruises are open now. Yes, they have limited sailings, but they are open. I was there in March, couldn't find one. Yeah, I think, I don't know, March if they started. We recently, when were we beginning of May or end of April, we were at the pier where the Honolulu Star sails out from, and we spoke to the captain, and he said that they sail for dinner cruises, but they have limited sailings right now. Do you know if HI5 will go to the sandbar? HI5 Tours? Well, unfortunately not, but if you're interested in a private sandbar sailing, you should email us. And what is our email? We should put the one?
JBO.Irene.
Okay, JBO I'm gonna put
That's
our
Irina.
email.
Devon@gmail. And I notice our video is kind of a little laggy right now.
Is our video laggy, guys? So I'm putting our email so you can email us for more information about private sailing to the sandbar. James, I have 1 week package for 540. It will cost more than quarantine hotel. I don't know, Mike, what you're talking about. Chris says they are sailing at 50% capacity right now because this is a tier 3 requirement. Speaking of HI5 Tours, guys, you see we have lace, brand new lace. So yesterday we went on another HI5 tour and we did a super fun rum tasting and wine tasting with them.
So let me ask you guys, how many of you guys actually knew that there's rum tasting and wine tasting on Oahu? Just leave it in the comment. Let me know if you know. Just say no or yes for the wine
water
tasting.
parks are not in Honolulu. We have one water park in Kapolei in Hawaii. I will send you an email later about that. Okay, thank you, Montana. Going to drive 120 miles to Oahu. Vacation planning meeting. Awesome.
Oh, James said no.
Yes.
Barry said yes.
Which one?
This was about whether or not they knew. This question is whether or not you knew that there's wine tasting and
rum tasting. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I miss Hawaii so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I can live. What is it? I can't pronounce this word.
Vicariously through you guys. Yeah.
Vicariously.
Through your
videos. Thank you for the great content. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate you guys.
So, yes, they have a video for that one. Okay, so back to the tour that we went on. We went on kind of like a booze tour yesterday. We started off at the
Kohana Rum Distillery.
Yes.
We had the rum tasting. Oh, I actually posted a lot of stories on Instagram. If you guys haven't seen our Instagram, the stories are still there, so you can check them out. Your video is jumping.
Yes. So right now I noticed that the video is playing back a little choppy, and I think the reason being is it gets a little technical. Is that I recorded this video in 4K. And I'm streaming in 1080. So because the video quality is so big, the resolution is so big, it's trying to catch up and it's not playing properly. I think the next time I do a walkthrough, I have to record it in 1080 and not have this massive resolution. I'm trying to shrink the screen to see if maybe it will catch up and play a little bit better. But yeah. It wasn't doing this before. I did test the live stream before we came on, and it wasn't doing this, so I apologize for that, guys. Live and learn.
Yeah. Thank you, Larry, for the note on this. We have a question on the Instagram that I would like to answer live. Let me pull it up.
So as Irina's pulling up this the question on our Instagram, if you guys haven't followed us as yet on Instagram, be sure to do that at Just Be Out. We get a lot of questions there in our DM. There's a lot of times, sometimes we do get emails. Those take a little bit longer to get back to, but as far as the Instagram, we're on it because we always have our phones with us. So definitely, you want to pull that up?
Or I'll just drop the link then.
We can pull it up if you like. Maybe then the video would buffer. So I'm just going to pause it. Maybe it needs time to catch up, and we're going to switch over to the iPad. There we go.
Here's our Instagram if you haven't followed us.
So, yes. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, be sure to do so. We go live on Instagram also, where we do sunsets and stuff. So we go on a little bit later, and we go on much more frequently on our Instagram than we do on our YouTube channel, of course. So let's get back. I thought you were going to pull something up. A question? Did you have a question?
Yeah, I have it here.
Okay, cool. Let's get back to the video. Let's play it and see if it starts playing a little bit smoother. Nope, it's still a little bit choppy.
So JD Custodio is asking, would it be better idea to rent a car at the airport or once we get to our resort? And is it cheaper to rent or just do Uber? I enjoy watching your videos. Thank you for the updates. So the answer would depends actually where you staying, how long do you want the car for. We always rent the car in town. Sometimes I find cheaper rates from the airport, sometimes cheaper rates in town, but you also need to take in consideration that you do need to pay for the cab once you like from the airport to your resort, and depending on where you stay, the price for the cab varies. And also it's cheaper to buy a new car sometimes. Yes, I think the rates are dropping right now.
Yeah. Oh, so to answer, so Ted says, please check out the Outrigger Reef. On the weekday, hotel is open but construction. So Ted, I did walk through the Outrigger in this video. I'll be going there shortly. Although the video is kind of lagging, I'll just kind of skip through it. And we're going to get to that part because I did walk through the entire hotel, at least like the lobby area, and then walk out of it. So you'll get to see the construction. And I'm just going to kind of fast forward the video a little bit. Again, I apologize for the choppiness. It's because the video was recorded at 4K, which is a much higher quality than what YouTube can stream at. I'm just skipping through because it's lagging so much. It's going almost 2 times slower than what it needs to. You see it? So I'm just kind of skipping through to get to the other parts. Otherwise, it'll just take too long. What an hour video would be 2 hours.
Okay.
Hikes and trails are open. Hikes and trails are open.
Yeah, some trails are closed. For example, Manoa Falls, they're still closed. So, and back to the car rental question, we recently rented from Hui car rental, and we did a 1-day rental, and we really enjoyed the experience. And Hui rentals includes gas, insurance, and parking for you guys. So if you want to, yes, we have hiked Lulumahu Falls. We have a video for it. So if you want to do just 1-day rental, they do a couple of locations in Kapolei, and mostly they are all in Honolulu. So check out Hui Rental. It's really a cool company. Yeah, Manoa Falls is closed due to the maintenance.
So this is one thing I wanted to touch on, and LV kind of brought it up, is whether or not people are wearing their masks. So as you can see in this video, I'll be passing by people. If you guys are not current as far as the news going, what's going on, so the CDC just issued a statement, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that if you have been vaccinated with both your shots, it's okay for you to not wear a mask in public in the outdoors. Let me know what you guys feel about that. As far as Hawaii goes, the mask is still a mandate. Like, technically you still should have your mask on. So obviously every state is different, even though the CDC issued that. Each state then dictates whether or not they're going to say, okay, well, that's fine, we're going to open up and we're going to say, hey, you don't have to wear your mask. But as far as Hawaii goes, you should technically wear a mask. Now today, as I was out capturing this video, I did notice on the streets there were way more people not wearing masks. Of course, if you go inside restaurants, malls, any type of shops, stores, hotels, you should be wearing a mask and you should have your mask on. But as far as walking the streets, I definitely saw more people on the streets out and about without masks than with masks. So that I noticed.
Montana is asking, what is the best place to get a ride on the Outrigger Canoes in Waikiki? They have Outrigger Canoes right next to Royal Hawaiian Center on the beach side. And I think they charge by group rates. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 4 For a group of 4, it's like 100 and change. Somebody else asked the question: is Halekulani open yet? It's still under construction.
Yes, I passed by there. You'll see that shortly. I passed by there, and you can see that they're actually still under construction.
Joel is asking, does it feel crowded with part of the beach closed?
The beach is now completely open. I walked from end to end, and you'll see that in this video. And there's no really construction vehicles closed off area where they're actually working. So the replacement of the sand has been pretty much complete. It's probably 99% done, and pretty much that's it. So the beach is completely open now, which is great. A lot of people were concerned about that when they saw my video that said Waikiki Beach was closed, because the trucks were running back and forth throughout the length of the whole beach.
As far as we know, for restaurants, they are open. PCC is open, but they all booked out till the end of June. I think only one package, which is just a self-guided tour through the villages, is available. All restaurants dine inside now. Yeah, I think all of them do indoors.
Yes.
Hello, Beth here. Aloha, Beth. Can you give me a great sit-down restaurant recommendations? Are you looking for more fancy dining?
Casual, local? Let us know what type of dining you're looking for.
And guys, if we missed your question, just put it again, because as we're talking, the comments scroll
they're scrolling really fast, correct. So here we're walking, this is the by the Outrigger Reef.
Oh, yes, yes.
And we had a couple people asked us, and the reason I was walking here is because I wanted to let you guys know a lot of people want to see turtles. This is actually a great spot to see turtles, because along the side of this this little what do you call this little jetty here? Ooh, did we stop here?
No, it's just it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yes, along here you'll see that basically the turtles will be feeding on these rocks. Right now tide is low, so when the tide is low, you don't normally see them out there. The tide is way too low. But when the tide is actually a little bit higher, that sometimes water actually comes up above this area slightly, then you'll see turtles there. We've seen many turtles at this spot, so check it every once in a while, especially if you're here.
Yeah, let me actually pull it up for the exact, if you pause the video, I'm gonna give you the exact spot on the map where this spot is located.
Yeah, a lot of people ask us about this spot, and we always say, hey, you want to see turtles, this is a really great opportunity to see it if possible. Okay, you want me to switch? Okay, we're just going to switch over to the map for a second so you guys can see exactly where this location is. There we go.
So I have a little bit bigger view of the map. On one side you see the Hilton Lagoon. Let me take the snapshot and I will circle. So here's the lagoon. Here's Park Fort de Rossi. And on the next shot I'm going to zoom in. So over here is where the Outrigger Reef is located, and this is the jetty that Devon just showed you in the live video walkthrough. So let me just zoom in. If you can see here, so here is the hotel, Outrigger Reef, and this is the jetty. So if you walk on the jetty and you see it, it's not a jetty, it's like a concrete wall, right? On this side of the wall that's where turtles come in to feed, and they come right next to this wall. So when the tide is high, you can actually see them coming in and eat. Really close. It's like literally a foot away from you. Yeah. So, but the tide needs to be high for them to actually come.
Aloha, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Oh, aloha. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me pull it. Keep going.
Sarah.
What you do. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Great. Chris and Leland, you guys need to go live to get your super chat.
Yes, absolutely.
See, Chris? We've been telling you. You need
Aloha,
to go
Jennifer. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome.
So guys, I actually would have to leave in about few minutes, but Devon will be here completing the live with you. I have an appointment, so I
Aloha,
have to run.
Ian.
Aloha, Ian.
So I'm gonna skip through a little bit here, and we're gonna go into. Oh, here we go. I kind of skipped too much. Okay, we're getting there. So now we're getting ready to go into the.
But also I wanted to tell you that this week we had an itinerary consultation with Isaac. He reached out to us on Instagram. He's coming from New York, first time in Hawaii, and he watched a lot of our videos, and he wanted to get our opinion on the itinerary that he put together. So we did a Zoom call with him, and we recorded it. So after we edit to kind of give you.
Llama in the house.
Isaac, yes. See, Isaac is right here with us on live. Yeah, so we will put together, and hopefully this will answer some of your questions as well. I'm fully vaccinated, but still wear a mask. Yeah, so for now it's unfortunately the law here.
Yeah, that's how it is now. So okay, as you guys can see, I'm getting ready to turn the corner and go into the Outrigger Reef, and you guys will see what it looks like in there.
All right, I'm gonna go get ready for my appointment.
And I'll hold it down.
And thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining our live. Thank you for watching our videos, for giving all the thumbs up and following us on Instagram, and for your super chats. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you on.
We're not leaving. The video's not ending. She's just saying bye.
Yeah, Devon is still gonna be here with you, chatting and answering your questions. So if he misses
we're not leaving.
I'm only leaving. Devon is staying here. So he's showing you what Outrigger Reef looks like. And
it's just Irina that's leaving.
It's all boarded up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm leaving. Devon is still here. Bye.
So yeah, guys, here I'm entering the Waikiki, the Outrigger Reef, and you'll see kind of what it looks like. It's like super boarded up. Let me kind of catch up with everything here. All right, now we're good to go. So you can see what it looks like in there. Thank you so much for the super chat, Joey. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, you see even like the reception area, it's all boarded up. So everything that you see is blue, that the wall is blue, that's actually just a boarded up wall. It's a partition. This way you don't see the construction going on behind those walls. So everything that's blue in this hotel is a partition for construction. You can see the ceilings they're all kind of tore up and stuff. They're still doing electrical work on it and stuff like that. So any updates on the COVID tests for traveling to Oahu? Right now, everything is still the same. If you are coming to Oahu, you will need to do your 72-hour pre-COVID test to come here. If you're a Hawaiian resident, obviously inter-island travel has opened up. So if you have both your shots, you're able to travel within the Hawaii Islands, and you don't have to go through, the whole situation with uploading your stuff because you'll have your vaccination card. So it's the vaccine passport for inter-island travel for Hawaii residents only. And then within maybe the next month or so, they're going to see if it works well that way. They're going to then open it all up, and then they'll possibly start bringing in people from the mainland and other places that has been vaccinated, both shots. But for now, everything still remains the same, except for Hawaii residents. Yes, hopefully after a while this all blows over. Plan to go in September. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Valley Exit ceilings. Look at the pool area, guys. It's just, again, it's all boarded up there on the right-hand side of the Outrigger. And you can see construction workers up on the second floor and the third floor in some of the rooms. I guess they're remodeling all the rooms. Also, if you are traveling to Maui, Maui did put in place recently, basically, if you do have your COVID shots, if you were tested 72 hours before you got there, which all of those above you should be doing, when you get there, they still want you to take a test. Now, this test, when you get there, you don't have to pay for it. It's a rapid test. You'll get it at the airport. Supposedly, it comes back within a few minutes. If you refuse to take the test when you land in Maui, they force you to quarantine. That's because Maui's been having kind of little spikes here and there. So, that's something you need to know when you get there. But the test is free. You just have to take it again once you get there.
Oh, as I was getting ready, we got a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, before I leave, a couple of more announcements that I want to make. So we recently became affiliates with Makani Catamarans, and we're super excited about that. So basically, if you are planning to book a catamaran cruise with them, we would appreciate if you use our personal link. We get a little bit commission from them. And if you do want to book a HI5 Tours, we also have our affiliate link, and we would appreciate if you use it for your booking as well. It will really help us, travel and explore the islands and show you all the beauty of the islands. And we have soon another giveaway for you coming.
Are we at liberty to say?
Yeah, we've already got it. So soon we will set it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's coming soon.
Okay.
So you want to make the announcement next Friday, or you want to make it now?
Well, I'm just gonna let them know what's coming.
Okay.
Another giveaway is coming for you guys, and it will be sunset sailing with Makani Catamaran. Beautiful sailing. We will show you what the sailing looks like, the experience, because we are going to sail with Makani really soon as well. And they will provide you with 2 tickets that don't expire.
No expiration
so
dates.
Whenever you decide to come to Hawaii, you will be able to use your tickets. So, how much is the room tour? Is $25, and it includes the tour of the facility and the rum tasting. All right, and the wine tasting also $25. We booked with HI5. Yay!
Can you post the link in the chat?
I don't have the link handy right now, but after we finish, we will get the link shortly. So just send us a message on Instagram, and we will send you the direct link. If you have already booked without the link, unfortunately we're not going to get commission, but we are happy for you, and we're sure that you're going to have
a wonderful time,
a great time with HI5 and with Makani Catamarans. And I have to run, but the one will be here staying with you. Thank you so much, guys. Bye again.
Yes, so back to business here. Yes, the giveaway is really great, and it's actually going to get better. That's a little inside hint from me. And they're going to get, the value of these giveaways are going to increase for sure. So as you can see, I walked through the Outrigger, and yeah, you saw what it looks like. It's a little tore up, and I'm going to kind of walk through the side here. Is that the Halekulani, right? Yeah, the Halekulani is closed. You'll see I'm walking by there now from the side.
This is the reef. Halekulani goes right after.
Right, so after that you'll see the Halekulani, and you'll see the construction going on. You'll see the bunch of construction workers in the building, in the windows, I guess in the rooms as they're renovating. So I'm thinking that might look really beautiful. And hopefully once they finish renovating, we'll go in there and we'll show you what it looks like firsthand.
Yes.
Aloha Brent, how are you? Welcome, buddy. So what's your thoughts on the the CDC recommendation that now if you have your 2 shots, you don't have to wear a mask. And what do you feel about that? Are you?
If I'm gonna be listening to you live on my phone, so if I'm calling you, you can put your headphones in.
Okay, good enough. I mean, saying bye. So yes, okay.
I'm putting my mask on.
No, that's just the way the reef. That's just the way the reef is, Isaac. I think you just connected. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Love you.
Love you too. And look at the diamond head looks so beautiful in the background, doesn't it? Today was actually a really beautiful day. So what I've noticed, and what I have been told from one of my sources here, he was telling me that after the dredging was done in Waikiki, the sand was being pulled off from offshore from Waikiki, that it actually, for some reason, the water got really shallow and it created almost kind of like a sandbar in Waikiki, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit as we're approaching. Again, I apologize if you guys are just joining us. This video is a little laggy right now. The playback, the walkthrough, as you can see, it's almost playing back in slow motion. But that's because I recorded it in 4K, and YouTube just cannot keep up with 4K. So next time I go out on a walk, I'm just going to record it at a smaller bit rate, which will be 1920 by 1080, and it should be fine. And yeah, there you see it. It's all boarded up. That's a beautiful hotel. The inside is so beautiful. So you see the guy up there with the fluorescent yellow shirt up there on like the 6th floor. Yeah, that's the construction workers as they're working on the actual rooms. Let's see. Dallas pre-COVID test. Close to being finished, I hope. So Salad's here. The beach construction is done. It's actually finished. And if it's not, it's like at 99% finished. You'll see further in this video. I'm going to be skipping through the video periodically because, again, the video is not playing back at full speed. So it's taking a longer time for it to play back. I walked through the entire Waikiki beach just this morning. This footage that you guys are seeing is this morning. Just before we came live, I went out there at around 10 in the morning, and I captured this. And the beach is completely open all the way through. So, yeah, good news. I know a lot of people was concerned about that because they're like, oh my goodness, I planned my vacation and, I'm going to be in one of those beachfront hotels and the beach is closed. Yeah, you're fine now. They finished it on time, which they said they would. So I'm just going to kind of fast forward a little bit. So here now, I'm coming up, this is the Sheraton Hotel. So I know someone mentioned about the Sheraton Hotel. So this is what the Sheraton Hotel looks like. The restaurant is open. This restaurant was actually closed previously. Now it's open. People are having breakfast. Really cool. Music. Yes, that is true, James. The Halekulani is great for music and drinks. I love their raspberry mojito there. It's so good. Also, the entertainment is like really great. They would normally have maybe a two-person, one on a ukulele, and then maybe someone else singing, and then someone else doing hula. It's really awesome. We love that restaurant to go there in the evening time. Really chill, really cool vibe there. I'm gonna close this door because there's construction going on. All right. Okay, where are we? Barry says I got my mask. I got my shots, but I'm still wearing my mask. Definitely respect that. Irina and we got our shots about a week ago, and our second shot is due on the 1st of June. So that's when we're gonna go get our second shot, and we got the Moderna shot. I know a lot of people were asking the difference, like with the Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson. So when we went to get our shot here in Hawaii, which was free, they did ask which do we prefer to use, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and the other one I can't bring to mind. But yes, so we chose Moderna. That is also where Rumfire. Yes, and there's Rumfire as Chris mentioned. And here I actually go out and you can actually see the infinity pool, which Sheraton is known for. It's beautiful in there. The vaccine is for your own good from getting ill. The mask is for protection of others. Absolutely. Because as we know, not everyone is vaccinated, right? So even if you do have your shot, my personal opinion is even after I get my second shot, I will be wearing my mask for a while until I feel comfortable. So I guess at this point it becomes a personal thing, right? It's like it's no longer like a mandate like that, but if you feel comfortable, because you know not everyone has their shots. And one thing I'm probably sure of, even people who have not received any shots at all, they're going to take their mask off, and who's to say whether they got their shot or not. And if you ask them, hey, you're not wearing a mask, did you get a shot? They can say, oh, yeah, I did. So, and in turn they didn't, because we all know some people were totally against this whole mask wearing, and this whole COVID thing was a big hoax or whatever. So everyone has their own beliefs. That's fine. So, as long as you take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones, then, you should be fine. Can you pay to use that pool? That's That's an interesting question. I'm going to find that out for you, Isaac, and I'm going to reach out to you and let you know via Instagram. I'm going to reach out to them and find out. I think someone had asked that question and I forgot to ask. So basically what Isaac is asking is if you can pay for like a day pass or whatever to actually go into the pool, the infinity pool, and relax there for the day and have drinks. I know you can order drinks there. You could just kind of walk up to the bar. All the hotels in Waikiki, you can basically walk in whether you're staying there or not, and you can go eat at the restaurants inside. You can go drink at the bars inside. But as far as actually going into the pool, normally they have some type of wristband or they have some way of knowing, and there's always someone kind of guarding the pools, and they kind of watch over everyone. And if they might ask you, because they did that to Irina and I, we went into the Sheraton pool because we were just basically taking photos. And the guy was like, hey, are you guys staying here? And we were like, no, we're not staying here. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm sorry, you can't be in the pool if you're not staying here. And we were like, okay, we were just kind of taking some photos. He's like, fine, it's okay, it's not a big deal. Finish up your photos or whatever, just kind of letting you know. So there you have it. If you're not staying in these hotels, you can't access their pools, but you can purchase food and drinks. Marina, thank you so much for the super chat. Mahalo, thank you. I mean, more than likely, sometimes they really don't ask you, but you never know, and it's kind of embarrassing. So you saw the pool tables are open. There go the pool tables, and that's a first, because normally those have been covered because they don't want people congregating around the pool tables, but it's now open. Here is Irina and I, one of our favorite spots. We'll just kind of come here and we'll sit in those rocking chairs and we just relax. Those rocking chairs are the bomb right there. They have the koi fish and the ducks are there and the little ducklings are there. It's so peaceful in the evening time. They light the torches. It's zen there. It's so beautiful. So whether you're staying at the Sheraton, Waikiki or not, you should come here and experience this. See, this guy is actually feeding the ducks. Really, really cool. Any affordable parking? So parking is always a situation. Eric asked this question. Any affordable parking around the Hilton Garden Inn in Waikiki? Parking is just so challenging everywhere you go. And even when you get parking, if parking is available, you have to pay for it. And a lot of times you have to pay a substantial amount. So, I mean, that's the best thing I can really give you. And that's one of the biggest challenges for having a vehicle, right? Like going different places. That's why my suggestion is pretty simple and basic. If you have a vehicle, but yet you're in Waikiki and you're just kind of you want to go to another hotel, maybe your hotel is 10 minutes away. Well, why jump in your car, right? You can just jump on a biggie bike or something and just bike ride to the hotel. Or all the hotels are pretty close to each other, so you just kind of walk. The scenery is beautiful, the air is clean. Just take the walk over to those other hotels and explore all those other hotels, and you'd be surprised. Some of these hotels are actually really, really beautiful. But a lot of people don't go to different hotels. They just stay at their hotel because they figure, oh, I don't know, maybe I have to be charged to go in a hotel, or I can only go in so far before they tell me I can't be in here. But yeah, you see me, I walk through these hotels, every other day, capturing footage for you guys and stuff, and no one will ever say anything. Leland in the house. Hey, Leland, what's up, buddy? So Leland's another YouTuber. I know some of you guys were following Leland when we went live. Leland actually jumped in the ocean fully clothed because he hit 100 subscribers while we were going live, and that was a part of the whole thing. So just bringing you up to speed with Leland. Make sure you head over to his channel and show him some love at Leland Hasty. Is this the Lime bikes still? I know they got rid of Lime scooters. Yeah, they got rid of those. Right now, they have these black electric scooters that everyone's using. I think it's called, I can't bring the name right now, but actually, I'll have to pull up that information. But Beaky Bike is everywhere, of course. Thanks so much, Lynn. Greatly appreciated, buddy. So yeah, Leland's calling this the new style of the way we vlog, because normally when we first started this series, every Friday we go live, just in case you're wondering. I was actually live walking through Waikiki, and as great as that is, a lot of parts that I actually went through right now that you're actually seeing in this video, you wouldn't be able to see because my reception would drop. So I would get really good connection, and all of a sudden I'd go through a hotel and boom, connection is gone, and you can't hear me, you can't see me, or my image would just be still on the frame. So we decided to kind of find a medium, and we came up with this. Basically, I would go out, I shoot all this footage the day of. So Friday mornings is when I would go out and I would capture this image. That way it's fresh. Everything that's happening is pretty much as close to real time as I can get it. And then we just come on here and we commentate, and you guys ask questions and we answer them. So it's the closest we could come to being live without the interruption of what's going on. Ignite Beauty. Oh, you're in Waikiki right now. Sweet. That's awesome. It's funny you say that. This woman right now that I'm approaching in the video with the black and white bathing suit, I think her name is Bridget. I hope I have her name right. If you are watching this, Bridget, aloha. I just passed her on the beach. She's like, I watch your channel. I'm like, awesome. And I wanted to stop and chat with her, but because the video was actually running, I wasn't able to do that. But aloha, Bridget. Thank you. If that's your name, I hope I remembered it right, because I'm horrible at names. If not, I totally apologize. Leland, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. So yeah, the first thing you'll notice now that we're on the beach here, I begin to walk throughout the whole entire beach. The first thing you'll notice on the beach is the sloping of the sand. So the sloping of the sand is a little bit steeper than what it was before, obviously because they filled it all in. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. So look at how shallow the water is. Those people are all the way out there and the water's up to their ankles. Or well, between their knees and their ankles. Look at that, guys. That's crazy. Right in that area. That's actually one of our favorite areas to come to. Whenever we come to the beach, this is by the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. And this is one of our favorite spots because we can go I was actually thinking for a split second, because I was already in my swim shorts, to walk out there to show you guys. But at the last minute, I turned and I said, you know what, never mind. Let me just continue walking the beach so you guys can see what the beach looks like. But you can walk all the way out there and the water just stays at one level. It's so awesome. Oh, you're leaving tomorrow. Oh, yes. Is the Sheraton Lounge at the top open now? I would have to check into that as far as the lounge on the Sheraton, and I'm gonna get back to you on that. If you did follow us on Instagram, Liani, just send us that message on Instagram. This way I can remember, and then I will get that information back to you and do it through Instagram. So most of the questions, actually all the questions you guys are asking here, it stays within the live chat here. But then when it goes live, it doesn't go down into the comments. So I don't want you guys to have to go back into the comments to ask a question. If I didn't answer it, I apologize. But you can just shoot us a message on Instagram. That's the fastest way for you to get in contact with us, and we reply like really quickly. Isaac, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Mahalo. So you see the slope on the beach, how it actually drops down from the sand. That's because all the sand that has been replenished, it doesn't slope nicely anymore. It's kind of just like and then it dips down and then it goes into the ocean. But the sand is really cool. It's actually gray now. It's not like that brown color like it once was. It's gray, and I guess because it's been pulled out from off the Waikiki shore there. But maybe it'll change color over time as the sun hits it. So Pogo, he's saying that the petty theft is a problem. The beach while you're swimming. Should I just have my smartphone and my wallet and waterproof bag first time? Okay, good question. So I'm going to touch on that abroad, and then I'm going to kind of focus in more on your question. So as of yesterday, the crime rate, and when I say crime, it's nothing crazy, but it's petty crime. It's been increasing. And the reason it's been increasing, they're saying, is because of the fact that tourism is on the rise. So the tourists are all coming back, visitors are coming back, and not for nothing, visitors are easy targets. A lot of the times what the police department is saying is that if they've been assaulted or if there's been a crime, they don't really press charges because you're here for a week or two, you go back home, and then they're like, hey, we know your bag was stolen or whatever the situation was. You're going to press charges or whatever it is. And you're like, you know what? That's kind of like it's done and it's over with. It was an unfortunate situation. And a lot of these things don't get resolved. That's coming from the police department. And the Ala Moana Mall has had, I think over the last couple of weeks, the assault rate has actually gone up there. And unfortunately, this woman was in the restroom in the mall, and a guy just walked in the woman's room while she was washing her hands and assaulted her really bad and just walked out. Well, he's been caught, he's been arrested, but they're just saying, kind of be vigilant. A lot of times visitors will come and it's Hawaii, right? It's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's aloha. But no matter where you go, it doesn't matter where you are. You have to be vigilant. Like, just don't leave your stuff laying around just because you are in paradise and you have that vacation Zen mentality. It doesn't really matter. There are, people who are in much more unfortunate situations than we all are. And, if they see a cell phone there or they see something of value, they might go after it. So just at the end of the day, just be vigilant and make sure you take care of yourself and take care of other things. We've heard a lot of stories from the lifeguards on the beach of Waikiki, which is a series that we're going to be putting out. We're going to tell you, it's probably going to be kind of like Waikiki Beach 101 or something like that. Things that you really need to know when you're on the beach of Waikiki. There's a lot of things that happen that we've gotten this information from lifeguards that we were blown away. We had no idea these things were even a thing, but they are. And we're going to be bringing that to you because we feel it's important for you guys to know as visitors to Hawaii how to get, make sure that you are also safe. And Hawaii in generally is a beautiful place, yes, and it is a safe place. But like with everywhere else, it has its petty crime. And a lot of people sometimes get bitten by that. Yes, someone is saying, Greg, is even on the mainland, crime is everywhere. And that is true. It has nothing to do with just, specifically Hawaii. So definitely make sure you be vigilant when you're around, that's all. Just kind of reading up some of the comments you guys are leaving. How is it, Robert? Aloha, brother. How are you? A lot of times if you're here and you have your valuables on the beach or whatever, just kind of, maybe put it under your towel or, in a bag or something. Just don't leave things out in plain sight. I mean, that to me, that's common sense. I wouldn't go anywhere, whether it's here in Hawaii or anywhere. I wouldn't go and kind of just leave. We've seen that. Irene and I have been on the beach, literally kind of just hanging out there. And we see, like, these women, they'll come and they have their bags, their purse, and they'll just leave it like right on top of their towel. Not even like mindful of just covering it. Just leave it right on top of their cell phone, leave it right on top of the towel, and they just book it straight to the water and in the water. And I'm literally watching them, and I'm like, they don't even look back like every once in a while to say, let me just make sure like my valuables are still there. It's like no care in the world. And that's usually when something bad happens, and you can't really, I mean, you gotta be vigilant, guys. Come on. It's a little bit too much. Alex says it's sad how people have to steal. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way of the world. Yes, lockers near the beach. So at this part of the beach where I am, Pogo, where we're walking and we're seeing right now where these colorful umbrellas are, to the left of that, you have the surfboard rack, and you'll have a restaurant. Let me see if I turn the camera towards it. I don't think I did. But there is. So right where Duke's statue is, the police precinct is there, and right next to the police precinct is the surfboard rack. And right next to the surfboard rack are lockers. Now I'm not sure if they're open. I've used those lockers once when we first got here because I had my camera gear and stuff and I wasn't using it, so I wanted to kind of lock it up. And normally there's a door there in a little office, and you go in there and you tell them you want. They have different size lockers depending on your bags. And I forgot what the cost was, but I could definitely look into it. And next week I can kind of address this situation. Or if you really want to know, again, just reach out to us on Instagram at Just Be Out and remind me about that question, and I'll get that answered for you. No, with the lockers, you don't have to bring a lock. It's a key system, so when you go there, you kind of just get the key, you put your stuff in, lock it, and it has like a rubber band, so it goes around your wrist, and that's it. So you don't need to bring a locker. Besides that, there's nowhere to store your stuff on the beach. It's either like if you're there with someone, then you have them watch your stuff while you go in the water and you guys take turns, or you go in together. But the main thing, it's really tough. It's a tough situation because at the minimum, you want to bring your cell phone and your wallet, right? Because you never know if you need to show someone an ID or if you want to go and purchase something. And then your phone, you keep your phone with you all the time because obviously you want to take pictures and stuff like that. So those two things are normally the stuff you have on you minimum when you go to the beach. A little tip, a little suggestion, and we're actually going to do a vlog on this also. Take a Ziploc bag, put your phone, and put your wallet in there. Zip it up, dig a hole, put the bag inside the hole, cover it with sand, and then cover that area with your beach towel, and then go into the water. It's a little, you could try doing that, and that is probably one of the best things you could do. I've seen people hide their valuables. Sometimes on the beach there's cones, these orange cones. I see people hide their stuff under orange cones. It's just so that it's out of sight. That's really the main thing. That's really what it comes down to. It's really simple. Keep it out of sight. So you see these orange cones I'm about to turn, you'll see these big orange cylinder cones. Sometimes people put their bags inside that. It's just out of sight, and that's all it is. So as long as you can do that, you should be fine, and your stuff is not exposed. Also, lockers available at some locations. Yeah. Best sit down. So Carpet 100 as best sit down and casual dining. Obviously, the main place that people go when it comes, if you want a beachfront, it would be Duke's. There's entertainment there as well. There's always usually bands playing, local bands and stuff like that. And it's a great hangout. We like upstairs from Duke's. Hula Grill. We really like it there. Really casual dining, really good food. We love the food there. We're always eating there. We have breakfast there a lot of times. And also sometimes we go for dinner, but more so breakfast and sometimes lunch, grab a sandwich. And you go sit out on the lanai, and you can see below, you see everyone kind of hanging out at Duke's, and then right across you see the beach. It's like a beautiful, beautiful place to sit and enjoy your meal. Mike about the apartment search. So Mike asked, am I still going to post a video on the apartment search? Um, we are, but it's an ongoing thing where we're trying to collect footage as we're going to these places. So it's an ongoing process of trying to collect enough footage so when we do produce the video, you guys can really get a good idea of what things cost here. So we just don't have enough footage yet from different places. But yes, that's still in the works, and we'll definitely get that out before we're leaving for sure. Crystal says, agreed, Hula is a great spot, right? So the funny thing about Hula, so everyone, whenever they come to Hawaii, right, they think Dukes, right? Dukes, Mai Tai, they get to hang out. The entertainment there is great. It's awesome there. But the thing is, the line, like sometimes last week we had someone in our live chat that said they waited 2 hours to get into Dukes. 2 hours. You could just go upstairs to the Hula Grill. It's right upstairs. And your wait time will probably be about half an hour, 20 minutes to a half an hour. And the food is phenomenal. And you get the same view, just that you're not on the ground level, but you could still hear the band. You could see the band if you sit on the lanai area of Hula Grill. You look over the edge and you see the band playing there. So it's almost the same experience, but I'm not waiting 2 hours to eat. No, siree. That doesn't work with us. The most we've waited, it was actually 1 hour, but that was over at a yogurt place, and that was good. Yogurt Story, I'm sorry, but yeah. So as you can see, we're still walking the beach. Everything is still open. We're approaching this yellow truck up ahead. That's because they're still doing a little bit of groundwork there, but nothing major because you can still walk there. And you'll see my boy Kimo over there. Big shout out to Kimo. He's been giving me information on how the update on the sand replacement and what they've been doing. So he's been really helpful with that. Big shout out to Kimo for that. You'll see him come up. I spoke to him when we were there briefly. Yes, Tiki, James. James says Tiki can be fun as well. Tiki's is really a lot of fun as well. And they always have entertainment there. Their food is also okay. It's decent. Can you go to other places while you wait, or do you need to stay at the restaurant? Andrew was asking. Some restaurants, you put your name down in the app and they will call you, or you'll get a text message. Most of them actually do that. Most of them will tell you, okay, we'll call you. They'll tell you, oh, your wait is about a half an hour or an hour. So you kind of gauge it, and you can kind of walk around Waikiki and know to come back in time for your reservation. Some of them are with open table, so you'll get a text message, and you can go in and you can see. So if you were, say, the 20th person in line, they'll say, okay, after maybe 40 minutes, they say, okay, now you're the third person in line, so kind of get ready to come in. So these apps are very advanced in that way. So you more than likely you can go in, book, make your reservations for the amount of people you're doing it, and then from there you leave, walk around. We do that all the time. Like we'll book somewhere and we'll walk around and come back in time to make it for our reservation. So yeah, you can totally do that. So Tammy is basically saying for protecting your items, we use waterproof bag cell phone pouches to put their phone, their room key, and a few bucks, a card if it fits, around the neck. And the pouch is not expensive. That's actually a good way to do it also. My only issue with that, Tammy, when we were in Maui, I did that. I had one of those waterproof pouches, and I don't know, I can't remember where I got it from. I don't know if it was a cheap one or what the situation was, but I put my phone in there and we went snorkeling. And when I came up, my phone was just drenched in water. And I don't know, it dried out and it started working again. So I was fortunate for that. But it was kind of weird. And I'm always kind of, I don't know, I get funny with those seals, the seal for those water bags. I don't know. Again, maybe I just bought a cheap one and I didn't know. But yeah, that's also a good way if it works, because you have it on you and you have it around your neck. So here we're walking again. I'm walking, getting ready to walk up the beach here. The construction workers. You'll see me approach. One of the guys approached me. That's Kimo. That's my source of information here. It's really cool, dude. Um, and he was filling me in, as I was saying before, on the condition of the sand. You guys see how gray the sand is? As opposed to where that restroom, if you look where the restroom is, you see how light, like a light tan it is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a light tan. But the sand I'm on is like almost like a deep gray. So that's how you can tell the difference between the new sand that's been replenished as opposed to the old one. So all this area was closed off, and now it's open, which is really great. So after I walk the beach, guys, I walk the streets, and I want you guys to kind of see how people are kind of wearing masks or not wearing masks and stuff like that. So I wanted to get a little bit of clip in there of that. Again, sorry the video's playing a little sluggish, I know, but best local businesses to support on or near the beach. That's a good question. Maybe I should put together a vlog for that. That's a good question. I can't rattle them off my head right now, but there are a few, and maybe we put that in a vlog for you. Yes, Turtle Bay is opening, Ovado, but I'm not sure when. They did say summer the last time we checked and we were there. They were boarding it up and they were all fixing the rooms. They did say they were going to be open for the summer. I don't know what the new date is, but we're definitely going to look into that because as soon as they open up, we plan to go there and do a full review for you guys so you will see what the changes are if you guys been there before or had an idea of what it looked like before. And now that they've renovated, we're going to be going up in there and we're going to definitely show you what that is. Oh, I see. Also, Irina is answering questions. So here I'm walking the streets and you'll see people without masks. In all honesty, since last week when I did the live and I walked through Waikiki, as compared to this week, there are more people in the streets not wearing masks in just the period of time that I walked while I was shooting this, as opposed to last week. And of course, again, the CDC says it's okay if you have your 2 shots, you don't have to wear a mask. I don't know how many of these people that are not wearing masks have both shots. There's no way to determine that unless they show you their actual card, and I'm not asking anybody for their card, but I'm just letting you know that now you see most people as I'm walking by. I'm looking at the video, and a lot of people, majority of them now, are not wearing masks as they're walking the streets. I'm talking specifically walking the streets. Normally, if you look at my other live videos that I've done, 98% of the people you'll see will be in masks as I walk the street. This day, today, as I was walking, it wasn't like that. A lot of people weren't wearing masks. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out. They're trying to get people's opinion on what they think as far as like wearing masks and not wearing masks. I guess it's whatever it is, whatever you're comfortable with. If you feel like you still you should, then you should do it. But so many more people are here, and we're still at tier 3. We haven't gotten to tier 4 as of yet. So it's going to be exciting when we get to tier 4. More places are going to be opened up. Again, if you guys are coming here, I spoke to a gentleman who's coming with a large group. The larger your group, the harder it is, obviously, for you to get bookings. So make sure you plan ahead. Make your reservations. Because bookings are very hard. We're not at 100% yet as far as capacity for places to open. Hotels are even operating at 50%. We were at Kahala Resorts, and they said they're operating at 50%. We're still at tier 3. So, but everyone has their fingers crossed with everyone getting their shots. Things are opening up. Summer's coming in, so Hawaii is expecting a huge rush of people coming here for the summertime. So we will definitely keep you. It's going to get very interesting for the summertime, and we're going to be bringing it to you live every Friday. So make sure if you're new to our channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Again, every Friday we are live, Irina and I. and I walk around Waikiki. Sometimes I'll walk around hotels, maybe depending on where I am. Capture this video for you. We'll come back and we'll show you what things look like and what the conditions are, because I know a lot of you guys are kind of wondering, you know, what the situation is like, and it changes so often. So yeah, that's where it is. That's where we're at right now. Yes, Irene is saying check out our Instagram also, where we did a review for a restaurant. Really cool restaurant that we ate at. If when you guys are here or whenever it is that you come, make sure you check the restaurant out. It is amazing. Hey, Clayton from Australia. Aloha, welcome, buddy. So the hotel by Diamond Head, I think you're talking about the Kaimana Hotel. That's you're talking about the hotel where the seal had a baby pup. Yeah, I think that's the hotel you're talking about. That's the Kaimana Hotel. I walked there on the last live we did. So if you go back to last Friday's live, um, Tammy, you'll see that video because I walked Waikiki and I went all the way there, actually on a bicycle. Yeah, I went there on a bike. So you could see the pup. For those of you who didn't know, the seal came up on shore by the Kaimana Hotel and had its baby pup. So cool, and it's actually still there. Aloha, Barry. How are you, brother? So, yeah. Are there designated smoking areas? There are, Gabriella, if you're talking about the beach, because there's no smoking on the beach. So if you're going to smoke, you would want to kind of leave the beach and go out into the streets. And then there's, you know, on the side of the buildings and stuff, little alcoves. You'll see people kind of congregated together, and that's where the smokers will go. So, but there is no smoking on the beach. Yes, as Irina mentioned, if this video has been helpful in any way, it really helps us when you just smash that thumbs up button. Give us a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying this video, and it'll help the video grow, and it'll reach other people as well. It'll help YouTube share the video with other people for getting valuable information that I hope that we're providing for you. So definitely hit the like button. We would greatly appreciate it. And if you feel so, you can subscribe also, because we're here every Friday. And of course, during the week, we're always putting out vlogs in different places. The water temperature was so warm today. It was so good. I so wanted to jump in that water and go for a swim. I'm like, I gotta get back because I gotta do this live. But I think after this live, I'm heading back to Waikiki Beach, and I'm just gonna jump on in. So where are we here? Looking at some more questions here. Aloha! Yolanda's in the building. Aloha. James, you would be surprised. James said, who in their right mind would give you a thumbs down? Hey, this is YouTube. This is the internet. You never know. Brianna said they're coming this summer. Awesome. Awesome. You're going to enjoy yourself. It's going to be beautiful. Glad to see everyone is coming back to Hawaii and enjoying themselves. And, you know, all I could say and all I could do to do our part as residents here is to let you guys know that, you know, if you are coming here, you know, be open-minded, be free-spirited, be respectful. Come with aloha, you'll get aloha. Don't come expecting aloha, because a lot of times just that mindset alone, we hear a lot of people say, oh, I was in Hawaii, I didn't get no aloha. You know, it's almost that like entitlement feeling. Trust me, it's like you also have to come with it. You know what I mean? So we definitely recommend that. Also, when you come to Hawaii, I'm going to show you. I have one right here. Bring one of these. You probably won't say Hawaii on it, but it's a bag, and it's a reusable bag. So whenever you guys are, you know, you're in your hotel and you want to go for your little, your White Claw run, and you go into the ABC stores and you grabbing your snacks and stuff like that, instead of getting a bag like that, bring your own, because every time you go to purchase something, if it's a bulk that you can't carry, you have to purchase a bag. And the bags are not free because, you know, the recycling situation. So you need to bring a bag. These bags, they fold up really tiny. You know, put them in your suitcase or in a little, you know, whatever it is, and then you'll have it, and you can always use it to transport, you know, what if you're gonna buy beer or anything, any drinks, and you're taking it up to your hotel, or if you're staying in an Airbnb that has a kitchenette and you're gonna do a little bit of grocery shopping, bring your own little bags, and then when you're done, you take it back with you. Boom, that helps a lot. And of course, you know, your sunscreen, make sure it's reef friendly, of course. So those are just a few things. Irene and I will put together a list. I think it's important to put together a list of things that first timers coming to Hawaii should bring with them, besides, you know, your essentials. But little things, like I said, like that bag makes a difference for you to have your own bag with you. That makes a big difference. The sunscreen you use, reef friendly, that makes a huge difference, right? So you're not just kind of like just bringing plastic bags and throwing it all over the place, and your sunscreen is reef safe, and it's great if you're going to be going swimming. So stuff like that, I think it's really important for you guys to know, and it does help. Pogo says IKEA bag time. That's what I'm talking about. That's greatly appreciated. So we're coming up on some Biki bikes. So this is what Irene and I use to get around pretty much most of the places when we're, you know, here in Waikiki. And it's great. We go to dinner, we're all dressed up for dinner, and we jump on a Biki bike and we pedal our butts to the restaurant. Super cool. We don't even really use Ubers like that. Not unless it's later at night, and you know, maybe if we had a few drinks and stuff, and we're like, all right, we're not going to use the Biki bike, obviously, then we kind of just get an Uber. But for the most part, everywhere we go, Biki bike, they're great. Vegas says they take a tote bag everywhere they go. That's awesome. That's a really cool way to do it. That really helps again. James says some hotels will give you a bag on registration. I have a small collection that I still use. Didn't know that. That's good too. That's great that the hotels are actually doing that. That makes a lot of sense. That's really cool. Marcel, aloha. Yes, very late to the party, but nonetheless, you're here. And we're just about to close out this live pretty soon, but welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for your super chats. That's awesome. Again, we really do appreciate your super chats. Hawaiian Costco bags. That's what Edward said. Yes, in Waikiki Outrigger Shore, also called the Castle Shores. We're just leaving a wedding. See you, Irina, before we leave. Yes. Yeah, so here, this video is going to end. I wanted to show you guys, before we close out this vlog, I'm going to be walking to Duke's statue. So it's coming up within the next 3 minutes in this video. So this video has 3 more minutes, and that's when I'll end this vlog. I walk up to Duke's statue, and as I was walking there, I saw the Waikiki Trolley. I know you guys were asking about that. A couple live sessions, I think 2 weeks ago, someone's like, oh, is the Waikiki Trolley operating? It is. So that's a really great sign, because we haven't seen that in a while. So that's really cool that we're able to see the trolleys back and running. So as you can see, I'm walking by some people, and again, not really wearing masks. I think once the CDC put out that notification, people are like, to hell with it. I'm not wearing any mask. It's done. It's over. Yes, Yolanda. ABC Stores does charge for bags. So when you guys go to an ABC store, which if you come to Hawaii, chances are you will go to an ABC store. The chances are very high. And when you purchase anything, they'll ask you, do you want a bag? They don't tell you, we're going to charge you for this bag. But when they ask you, do you want a bag, it's because they're going to charge you. The bags are about 15 cents, I believe. So, yeah, they will charge you. And sometimes you don't even see it, right? You're like, yeah, let me have a bag. And they pull the bag out, and they pack everything up, and they just charge you. You put your card in, and you leave. But you got charged for that bag. It's 15, I think it's 15 cents for the bags. Different stores have different prices. Yes, 15 cents. Go Hawaii. Just confirm that. But those 15 cents bag will add up over time of being here. For you spend so much on bags. So you can see, I mean, there's a lot of people out and about again, which is great to see it like this. We're going to also be creating a vlog for Hui car rentals because I feel that's really important. Hui, we rented a vehicle with them once. We really enjoyed the experience, so we decided to we're going to create a vlog for you guys and show you what the experience is like when you use their app and also book their cars. It's pretty cool the way they do it. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, and like some really great perks by going with Hui. So if you're coming here and you're looking to rent a vehicle, that might be something that you'd be interested in. So we're going to be putting that together for you guys. So again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. We have crap load of content. We already have over 100 videos on Hawaii. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. It's when I went into our YouTube thing and I went to back in and I saw all those videos. I was like, whoa. There's eggs and things. There's always people in front, in like there's a line in front of eggs and things all the time. Irene and I have been there. We're not too fond of it. There's so many other places where you can get much better food without having to wait. It's one thing if you don't have to wait. You can say, okay, well, I kind of just walked in or whatever. But sometimes at eggs and things, you have to wait there for like an hour and change. That's like crazy. Not for the type of service you get there, and I'm talking about the specific one in Waikiki, and also the food. It's basic. So yeah, we could recommend a lot more better places for you to have breakfast. Okay, look at some comments here. All right, guys, we're about a little over 2 minutes before we bring this live to a close. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for staying with us this far for this period of time. And I hope, again, you found value. If this was your first time here, aloha, and thank you so much for joining us and for staying with us. Sure thing, Pogo says, thanks you for answering the questions. Followed you on Instagram. Yes, again, Pogo, if you have any additional questions, you can always shoot us questions on Instagram. That is the best way you can reach us and the more efficient way, right? Because, you'll get your answers pretty much quickly. And if we don't have an answer for you, we find a way to get it to you one way or the other. So either way, you'll get your answer. So coming up right now, as we're closing out this video, you'll see I pan and you'll see the trolley bus, the Waikiki Trolley. There it is, the orange bus. I get a closer shot as it was pulling away. It's nice to see these buses, finally. And there it is, and everyone is on it. But as you can see in the bus, it's not full, right? So you see the spacing in between the seats. Look at the different spacing. Oh, actually, everyone, no. On the bottom, there's spacing. On the top, everyone's kind of just next to each other. But yeah, the trolley's running, which is really great. That's awesome. And I end this video right here on Duke's statue. And again, thank you guys so much for joining. It means a lot to us to have you here. I'm glad to see new faces. I'm glad to see faces that's been with us for a while. It's always great to see you guys, and I appreciate the fact that you guys take the time, the 1 hour on your Friday, to be with us and to walk Hawaii with us and get your questions answered. So I really do appreciate you guys so much, and we will see you in the next one. Aloha.